It was very similar to the Getafe game, although the Getafe game, because of all the players that they had missing, was a bit more, okay, we take a draw, we could have lost that game against Getafe, but we take a draw and then we move on to the next one and we'll have players coming back. And we saw against Cadiz, the 3-0 win, Benzema shining, and we thought, okay, it was just a little dip against Getafe because of the players missing. However, tonight, you know, Carvajal is back, you had a defense with Varane as well in there. You had Casemiro and Luka Modric starting in midfield. Okay, Kroos was out, but still, Isco was there. But I'm not sure what Isco is doing in that team, full stop. And then Zidane chose to put Vinicius on the bench and start Rodrigo with Benzema and Asensio. And I think, for me, that's where the mistake was as well. I know there's a big Champions League game coming, of course, on Tuesday night. But I think Vinicius should have started that game. He was far too comfortable for Betis in the first half. There was no pressure on the ball. Every time Betis had the ball, the next Madrid player was three meters away. It was crazy, the lack of intensity. It was a bit better in the second half, but not enough. It was very disappointing again from Real Madrid, because it's the third 0-0 draw in the last 4 games now, if you count the 0-0 away at Liverpool too.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jules, isn't it? When you take a look at their title prospects, you look at the league table, you think, no, you know, they've got a good chance. There's still enough games for them to get enough points. But you see them dropping too many points between now and the end of the season to be crowned champions.
Yeah, that's right. And again, we've mentioned it on the show. If you look at last season, and of course the context was different and they were out of the Champions League pretty early after that defeat against City. So very different in the last 16, very different. However, they went 10 games in a row with a win to make sure that they clinched that title. This season, they would have to do something similar, and even that might not be enough, because, as we've been saying, if Barcelona win all their games in hand, including the one against Atletico Madrid at the beginning of May, then they will be champions for sure, regardless of what Real Madrid can be doing. So, but even in this kind of mindset of, okay, we have to win everything and hope that Barca don't, they still drop points. And it's not just the fact that they're dropping points. Tonight, they hardly create anything. Eden Hazard is back for the last 15 minutes, and he is the one creating with that 1-2 with Benzema, and then he gives the ball to Vinicius where maybe he should have taken the shot. He's the only one really with a bit of spark there. And he's only been on the pitch 10 minutes, and he's just been out for the last, 2 months or something. So there's clearly a bit of spark missing. Of course, they're tired, and Zidane has said before that physically they're really on the edge, on the limit. But again, you still expect more from that team, especially with the players that were on the pitch tonight.
Do you think Hazard will start against Chelsea?
I don't think he will start. I think he will come on and then maybe start the second leg the following week.
Meanwhile, Jules, obviously all of this is secondary to what we saw on Instagram today. Zinedine Zidane in like a purple onesie on the floor with his dog reading like an inspirational book. And anyone who follows Instagram, or Zinedine Zidane on Instagram, is boring. You know, it's all commercial kind of sponsored stuff. Where did this come from?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Véronique Zidane, his wife, had something to
some revenge,
something to do with it. Maybe we saw Enzo, one of his 4 sons, responding with 3 big hearts. Clearly, the family loved the photo. The dog didn't seem that bothered, to be fair, that there was a photo being taken and Zidane was in a purple onesie or tracksuit. It might be a whole tracksuit, we're not sure.
Onesie or not.
But just incredible. Yeah, really incredible.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.